Next, we will see the fixed positioning. Fixed value positions the element in relation to the browser window. And so when the user scrolls down the web page, the element stays fixed in that position. We use the offset properties to control where the fixed position element appears, or to where to fix that element. So let's first make this web page scrollable by adding more contents. We have less content here, so we can't scroll down. There's nothing to scroll down. So inside this body element, I'll add a paragraph with some random text. Save it. So yeah, now you can scroll this page. You can see none of our elements are currently fixed. Okay, so I will fix this H1 heading here. First, let's specify the width to 100%. So this H1 heading will have a full 100% of width. And then position it to fixed, and I will position it at the top. So I use the top offset property, top 0 at the very, so it will be positioned at the very top. Now save it. Now when you scroll down the page, you can see your H1 heading is fixed. The H1 heading is moving along with the page as we scroll down. Yeah, so that's how we use the fixed position to fix the elements. You can use the bottom zero, and yeah, the heading is now fixed at the bottom. As you scroll down, the heading is still fixed at the bottom. Now just to keep it to top, it looks better at the top. Yeah, that's better. Now you can see here this relatively positioned paragraph overlaps with the H1 heading. It appears at the top of the H1 heading. And if you scroll more, this absolutely positioned paragraph is also overlapping with the H1 heading, isn't it? As we scroll down the page, it's overlapping with the heading. To make sure the H1 heading appears on top, we can use the z-index property. So what is the z-index property? Z-index property can control which element to appear on the top. So the value of z-index is an integer, and the higher the number, the closer the element is to the front. So for H1 heading, I will use a z-index, and I'll give a value of 10. The higher the value, the closer it will be at the top. Save it. Now you can see when we scroll down, the heading appears at the top of this 2 paragraph, isn't it? Now if you want this paragraph to appear at the top, then add a z-index to this paragraph too. Z-index, and the value of z-index should be more than 10 if you want the paragraph to appear at the top of H1. So let's give 13. Save it, and you can see this second paragraph is appearing at the top because it has the greater z-index value than the H1 heading. But the third paragraph is not appearing on the top of H1 because we didn't mention any Z index for the third paragraph, which means the Z index value of third paragraph is 0, and H1 has a higher value, so it's not appearing on top. So if we now reduce the value of Z index for the paragraph 2, let's give it 9, which is less than 10. You can see the H1 heading is appearing at the top. So the higher the number, the closer the element is to the front.